Sorry about that. It just went off for a second. The culture here in Spain is massively geared towards sort of alcohol, in particular party times, you know, relaxed lifestyle in the sun, all the rest of it. So I've got to learn to live a new life out here because I have major problems here. But I'll go into that in later videos. Right, I'm just going to tell you a story now because those of you who know me on the Facebook groups and all the rest of it know that I always sign out the same way. Just hold on, and I apologise because some of you have probably heard this before, but those probably maybe some new people on the YouTube haven't. And I've used this as a motivation tool along the way. Well, I've failed a good few times, you know, many times, many relapses, rehab, Suboxone for 2 years. So I'm going to talk about that as well. I'm going to cover all these things, my journey, because I'm a bit older in the tooth than maybe some of you. I'm 56 now, and I started 14 years old when I really started. Even if I look back, having problems, but sort of opiates, early 20s and onwards. Alcohol all the time from 15, 16 upwards. So I'm 56, so it's taken me a long time, and I hope it doesn't take you as long as it took me to find that something different. Anyway, we'll go into that. This story, about 11 years ago, I was in rehab in Luton, which is near London, and it was a tough rehab. It was a 12-step rehab, very strict. We were tested every day, drugs, alcohol. One drop in our systems, we were out, booted out. The people in the rehab were an eclectic mix, let's say that. There were some people who had been given a choice, either jail or rehab, so you can imagine. Anyway, I got close to a guy called, you have to excuse the shaking, the wind's blowing this, I've got to get used to using it. A guy called Giles, who was from London, a real Cockney. If they're in America, you must know what a Cockney is. And I'm going to try and do the accent. You have to apologise for that. I'm not brilliant at accents, and I'm also going to swear a couple of times, which I don't normally do, and I won't. Well, I do normally do, but I wasn't planning on doing in these videos. But to tell this story, I'm going to have to. So apologise for that in advance. But I will swear when I'm angry and passionate about something. Anyway, he was a chef, and he was 56 years old, and I was sort of early to mid 40s at the time. And he'd been trying all his life, serious alcoholic. When he stopped, he had seizures and fits and DTs, serious opiate addict all his life, and this was his final attempt to give up. And he told me something which I've tried to follow. I've followed it for years, but it never really sunk in till now, which is probably why it's worked this time. You know, because all the other times I relapse, but this time it feels different. That's why I use it. He used to say to me, sorry about the accents again. He used to say, "Carpe diem, my son, Tim. Carpe diem. Seize the fucking day." And then, which I've got tattooed on my arm with "Just hold on," actually, which inspires me because I look at it and it reminds me of him, and I'm still in touch with him. 11 years later, he's still clean. So, you know, he's been following his own advice. He also used to say, "Just hold on, my son. Just hold on." He said, "Could take a fucking minute, could take an hour, could take a month." He said, "But it will get better." And it does. It does get better. It may take that time. It may take a second. It may take, when you're feeling at your lowest low, pain, suffering, as some of you are at the moment, and my heart's, and my, you know, his heart is with you now, and I'm thinking of you. And if I can help, please contact me on the comments here or through the groups. I'll be there for you anytime. But if you just hold on, it will get better. You know, it may take that time, but it will get better. So please, anyhow, if you're interested in what I'm going to do, my next video later this week is going to be entitled "Why Am I an Addict?" So something I've been pondering for many years, and I'm hoping to answer that question later in the week. So please follow me, subscribe to my channel if you think you're going to be interested. Until then, as I sign out, carpe diem, hold on and stay strong. Much love to you all. Goodbye.